In this class, I'm going to discuss using some of our intelligent trailing stops. As many of you know, we have many tools that statistically measure each currency versus each other one. And one of them is the FX Trend Pro that you can see here. We've built an intelligent trailing stop that has a wide stop to begin with, and if the market's really strong, it has a wide trailing stop, and as soon as the strength falls off, it tightens the stop and it gets you out most of the time with the majority of the profit. And you can see in this case, it got you out of this trade here at 68 and the market went up to 73. So it only gave back 5 pips. It also uses statistics based on how far currencies normally move. And when the market's above the upper containment band, typically the price oftentimes reverses. So we have a tight stop. You can see it went from green to red right here, and it would have gotten out somewhere around 97 right here. And so traders can use this for 3 different ways. They can use it as a filter. If the stop is underneath there, then the system's long. If the stop's above the bar's highs and is red, then you're looking for a short. And some traders use it for entry and exit methods. You know, you're short here, out with a small profit, long, small stop. And the point is, when it doesn't work, you have very small losses. Like if you went short right here at 68, it got you out right here. You got a small profit, you went long, maybe around 61, and you got out here at 55 with a very small 6 pip loss. The key to trading is small losses, big wins. You know, and obviously when the market's chopping around, you're going to have lots of tiny losses and small wins. But this one here in at 10, all the way out here at 41 for a 30 pip win. It went short right here at 41. You can see the bars are above, the trailing stops above the bar's high, and it got you out of the trade right here at 14. So you're short at around 42, out at 14 for a 25 pip win. How do you add this to your chart? Is you right click on the chart, add script, and go down to FX Intelli Stops. And I would just leave these default settings. It's going to use your chart's time frame unless you uncheck this. So then you can, for instance, if you want to have a 5-minute chart with a 15-minute trailing stop on it, it's going to use the 15-minute bar's volatility and have a wider stop. If you want a 5-minute chart with a tighter stop, you could put a 3 in here. And so most people are best bet, put it on a 5-minute chart and then hit, leave this checked. Another one, which is designed for our range bars. Instead of a 5-minute chart, this is a 6 pips per bar chart, which, you know, we have videos that show how to use this, but you would just put 6R here for, it stands for range under the ticks per bar. And this creates 6 pips per bar chart. And instead of time-based, every time the price moves 6 pips, there's a new bar, moves 6 pips, there's a new bar. Sometimes it opens, goes down 3 pips, back to even, and up 3 pips, and that's a 6 pip bar. But most of the time they start on one end and end on the other one. This is called the FX Build Your Own Stop. You right click on your chart, and FX Build a Trend Stop. And there's videos that explain how this works. You can see the one I've already added to the chart. It uses a bunch of our best statistical trend tools, and for instance this one uses 20% weight with 5-minute trend candles, 10% weight with 15-minute trend candles, 1 of the power index, and here's the different stop multipliers. You might want to just use the defaults. I've spent a lot of time testing various settings. These only work live, so one of the best things to do is, if you're not sure what settings you want to use, create 10 charts, leave them running for a couple days and analyze the results and find the stop setting that fits your style the best. If you want tight stops that are frequently in and out, but also stay in during big trends, that's what I personally like. I want a stop that switches very quickly, but anytime there's a big trend, like right here from 56 all the way up to 97, it stays with it and it keeps you in, and it doesn't give back much profit. So again, you can use these filters if it's if the trailing stops underneath there, the system's long. If you wanted to go long on this little flag pattern right here with a trailing stop, you know exactly what your risk is, 72. Your entry is 83. You have a 12 pip stop there. You always want to use these in conjunction with fibs. Most of the time, price doesn't go above the 1.618. So if it comes up there and tags the 1.618 and you know your stop's all the way down here at 96, that's 12 pips down. You may not want to give back 12 pips when the majority of time the fib area is where price reverses. For instance, from here to here. Notice where the market went to. If you got out of this trade at 48 versus 39, you had another 9 pips. So everything's all contextual. You don't always want to use these exactly, but for the most part, they're pretty good as far as an entry and exit, and you can customize them to fit your style. You can use longer time frame bars if you want wider stops. You can use smaller time frame bars if you want tighter stops. You can use these for scalping, intraday trading, and also swing trading. They're very similar to our chandelier stops. However, they have the statistical component, both in terms of how strong or weak the currency is. As long as the market's super strong, we leave the stop wider. As soon as the market's strength falls off, we tighten the stop. If the market moves up statistically too much in too short of a time period, we also tighten the stop. So it's very intelligent, and that's why we call it the FX Intelli Stops and FX Build Your Own Stop.